viewers out there, you're welcome once again to Sports Orbit Extra. My name is Afa Acho. Salifu Usman is right here in the studio with me. Salifu, welcome to Sports Orbit Extra.
Thank you, Alpha. So that's my pleasure.
Right, on this weekend's edition, we have a lot in store for you. Of course, local news. Don't forget that the league, after the international break, the league will resume today. And of course, even for the international break, there's a whole lot to talk about. A lot went down in the course of the international break. But first, we'll begin from the home front, where former Super Eagles goalkeeper Peter Rufai has admitted concerns over the goalkeeping situation in the team. Current number one goalkeeper Francis Zoho has come under intense criticism following his poor performances in recent outings for the three-time African champions. Udinese shortstopper Maduka Okoye, who was once the team's first choice, has also struggled to inspire confidence when selected. And Rufai, who is regarded as one of the best goalkeepers to come out of Africa, acknowledged the situation but has called for a collective response from the entire team. I mean, what Rufai is saying here, as long as I'm concerned, is nothing new. It's what a lot of Nigerians have expressed this worry for a very long time. I mean, you agree with me that since Vincent Enyeama left Super Eagles, Nigeria has struggled with the goalkeeping position. At a point, we felt with the coming of Maduka Okoye, he looked like a decent goalkeeper, but since that incident at the Nations Cup, looks like his confidence dropped terribly and he hasn't been able to get back. Now he's at a new club. People say it's a bigger club from his former club, but he's not yet to tie down a spot at Udinese, and it looks like he's seriously lacking in confidence.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just like you say, it's not a new thing, it's what we're all aware. But it's one thing that another thing to is that it's good that the experts. Because me and you are not the goalkeeper. But when the experts announce that this is a serious issue, it's not clear. It not clear the doubt of the doubter that yes, we have a problem with this department. But basically, like Europe to say that we have a crisis in the goalkeeping department, it's not clear. It's not a clear problem. Everybody knows that we have issues in the goalkeeping department. And just like rightly say, Francis Zoho, Maduka Okoye, and any other one that they have selected so far have refused to show Nigeria that yes, they have the quality to play. Okay, so like some people always like to say, we give them opportunities. Like in the case of Francis Zoho, how many opportunities do you want them to give? This is the goalkeeper that was at the Russia World Cup. Yeah. This almost 5 years now, 5 years now, or not to now, you are still struggling to prove yourself. Yeah. And every matches you play, we have one lapses here and there from Maduka Okoye, from Francis Zoho. But still, another angle to it that even me up to now, I'm still here. It's like something sinister is going on, either between Francis Zoho or Pesero. Because I'm still here to believe why Pesero is still so much confidence in Francis Zoho, despite all the despite all the lapses from his part. You at least, yes, in as much as we know that we have 3 goalkeepers for every match. If it's an opportunity for you to give an opportunity to test another goalkeeper. Last time we talked about it, there we have two friendly grades from the matches when it was an opportunity to test the other goalkeeper, he refused to do so. And now we play Lesotho at the goal scorer, we struggle to draw against Lesotho. The goal scored by Lesotho, Francis Zoho was coughing up in. It was 6-4. Now we travel away to Rwanda, plays against drop to Rwanda to play Zimbabwe in Rwanda against Zimbabwe, who are played from home. When ordinary is supposed to be a neutral ground for everybody, but we also struggle to come back from behind to force Zimbabwe to go. Still, the free kick was also was caught unaware. When you know there's a set piece, is a goalkeeper on the goal, you say that he's caught unaware for a set piece that is already going to be taken. How can you be in your goal and you know that they're going to play set piece and you say you are caught unaware? If not, thank God that there was another from Zimbabwe would have even won, would have scored 2 goals here, if not for just a handwork of God that yes, the striker in particular has to do the goal, but it's not. Okay, for like so far, obviously we need to do a whole lot of things about the Super Eagles. Now a lot of people are lamenting that they will play for the World Cup matches. Out of possible 6 points, we're able to get just managed to get to 2 points. But another thing is that, yeah, we thank God that Rwanda was able to do us a favor.
Yeah.
A little what I mean that Rwanda was able to do us a favor by
In
beating South Africa. If South Africa have succeeded in beating Rwanda, that would have been almost seal our hope of qualifying for it. South Africa would have both almost 4 points ahead. But that South Africa beating Rwanda beating South Africa has making us is that the group is still very, very much open. Because Rwanda is topping the group with 4 points, followed by South Africa with 3 points and Nigeria with 2 points. That means the point gap is just 2 points between Nigeria's and the leader of the group. With just one match, anything can happen. But the opportunity we have now
is to ensure
we have
all our matches.
Do we have that capacity?
Exactly.
Are we ready
Yes.
to take this opportunity we have now and to reposition ourselves and take our own destiny in our own hand? Because as it is now, we still have our destiny in our hand by winning all our matches.
Exactly.
But are we going to make use of the opportunity and ensure that we will retain this destiny until the end of the qualifier? And but the only way we can make sure we hope that destiny is to do the right thing and face this problem. Thank God. Yeah, I even say thank God before the next World Cup qualifier is going to be September next year. That is a very long time.
September
next year. That's a long time we are able to be to feel. But we have a very important match here into our 2 months away. That's the African Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. Are we prepared for this African Cup of Nations? Looking at apart from even the goalkeeping department, even our defense is just like a basket that is just like our defense is just like carrying a basket into a river, claiming that you are going to fetch your water. You can be rest assured that you are not going to take any water home. That's just the way our defense and this coach has consistently refused to show that Nigeria he has what it takes to fit it. But I think obviously Nigeria Football Federation needs to do something to talk about. And if you recall, after the match against Zimbabwe, one of the officials of Nigeria Football, Honorable Exen in particular, a board member from Akwa, clearly come to admit that they lack the capacity, they lack the political will, and they lack the financial muscle to cut the shot. Cut the short in his at this time, they can't sack Pesero. But if they sack him, they need to pay him up, and they say they don't have that money.
So as it is, we are stuck with Pesero, whether we qualify or not.
Obviously,
we have ourselves to blame.
Either we like it or not, as it is now, except one of the one Nigerian got one Nigeria good Samaritan or a Christmas for the Christmas will just come out, sack this boy, I'm going to pay him up. That is the only way, and we urge our good Samaritans and our big men to come out to the rescue. But football is the only language Nigeria understands. It's the only language that we feel that we are all Nigerian. Any other language you call in this country, everybody go back to their stretches. But when you say football, we all say we are Nigerians.
All right, moving on, still in the same vein, this time around, Vincent Enyeama, we spoke. We just said since he left the national team, and who knows, maybe the way he was treated, the way he was, and he said I was treated like a piece of used material. You can imagine a legendary goalkeeper like Vincent Enyeama exiting the team unceremoniously. And like he said it's until recently that he even started following what happens in the Eagles, that after that incident he completely stopped watching or following developments in the Super Eagles. Until recently, said because he was pained by the way and manner they let him out of the team, and it's until recently that he is beginning to, soften up a bit.
Apart from the former captain to Sekiro, and recently Ahmed Musa, there's many Nigerians that have played much game for Nigeria than Bisic. It's only Sekiro and Ahmed Musa that have been able to have the same record play over 100 matches for the national team. And for a team, Bisic Enyeama break into the Super Eagles team as early as 2000, 2001 to 2002, he was at the World Cup 2002, and he stayed on
as a home base
player, and he stayed on for almost 12 years, getting to 15 years, and at the same time, he was not the captain for the Super Eagles when we won the African Cup of Nations in South Africa, but Joseph Enyeama, who was the captain, was even on the bench. So obviously, Vincent Enyeama was the active captain when we won Africa Cup of Nations. And for just a person to be just treated like a rat, it is quite disheartening. And I blame this thing squarely on former Super Eagles captain and coach Sunday Oluse and Amaju Pini. it was completed the handwork of Sondolise.
Exactly.
It was planned by Amaju Pinnick, and Sondolise executed it. And it is quite disheartening that we allow this happen. And for a Sondolise, for Sunday, yes, Peter Enyeama was playing when Sunday was even still playing. Yes, Sunday was the captain. So Peter may not be an active player at that time, because when the Peter Enyeama went to the World Cup at the Korea Japan with the like of Sunday, Victor Agali and others have issue with the national team at that time when they were easily out of the team, so they were not part of the team. So obviously, I can't say they have a team relation, a teammate relationship. But for Osondoluse, who has been a former captain of the team, a leader of the team, to know how to celebrate and how to honor a legend in the team. But he was given an instruction, and he is out Enyeama from the national team. And till today, we are still paying for it. And who knows? In as much as I don't believe that we will not expect that we should expect Enyeama to stay for a very long time or to stay on forever. But if at that peak of it, at that time, if he have stayed on, we will be able to have a planned successor who take over.
Probably he might be able to even
the
one or two persons.
The Igbo man that came in from the former one goalkeeper Kame, who came in, who's supposed to be a proper replacement. You know how his career ended with health challenge issues. And after him, we are just scattered. We don't even know that we begin to pick correct, and up to the assistant. And yes, after Peter, I agree with Peter Enyeama that he was just treated as just a used material and done. But we need to correct some of those issues.
All right, I completely agree with you. I mean, you can imagine an Ahmed Musa who is not even playing regular, but every time he comes, he still wears the armband.
And apart from that, yes, I with all due respect to Ahmed Musa, he has also paid his own team, giving honor to the national team. But you can see the kind of respect that I have still given Ahmed Musa today. Last week he was in Lagos, invited to come and speak at unveiling of one of the Super Eagles program. But since Enyeama, how many of you have called him? How many officials of the Nigerian Football Federation have made a contact with Enyeama? How many of you have even cared? Even for instance, Enyeama have a birthday last week. Happy birthday last week. You can see that the whole soccer icon across the globe were celebrating Enyeama. And the only notable Nigerians at so I recall our member vividly having his boy celebrating Enyeama was a former vice president of Nigeria for World Region, Sheyakiwo. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear any.
Not a word even from the
there's
NFF.
no official statement from NFF celebrating Enyeama. No any of the officials of the Nigeria Football Region celebrating Enyeama. And even Sheyakiwo that came out to celebrate Enyeama with a voice phone. Yet maybe it is better late. It's good that he has such his own back and trapped the control. But when he was there, he's supposed to have. Sometimes they say the deputy just like a spectator. So I don't want to blame him much because he was there too when this was also so what is it.
All right, we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, Sport Orbit Extra continues. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back from that break. It's still Sports Orbit Extra. Now, of course, some NPFL matches will go down this weekend, and quickly we'll take a look at them. Of course, for the Plateau United versus Rivers United, that has been postponed, but the Heartland in the Oriental Derby will host Enyeama in that one, while Sunshine Stars, another Southwest Derby, will host Sporting Lagos. Kwa United will welcome Gombe United, while Bayelsa travel to Kasuna United. Abia Warriors, another Oriental Derby, in that one will host Enugu Rangers, while it will be Kano Pillars versus Bendel Insurance, as Lobby Stars welcome Shooting Stars. So a whole lot of interesting matches here to look forward to this weekend.
Yeah, I think the key of the match is the Oriental Derby between Atlanta and
Enyeama.
In as much as Atlanta has a struggle this season. Atlanta yet to pick a point. Yet to win a match this season. But that would be an event Thursdays for their new coach. Remember the Kenneth Buboye, the former Plateau United coach and the former Upper United coach. just be engaged as the new head coach, as the new technical advisor of the Atlanta Away, and that is going to be his first match. And what a way to prove to his employer that yes, he is the right man for the job. I have no any doubt about the technical influence of Boye. If you look at it, Boye was a former league champion. He won the league title with the Plateau United, and repeat the same thing with the Aqua United. Clearly show that his victory with the Plateau United was not just a fluke, because after a year went to Aqua United and I think the same thing. So him coming to Atlanta, I think Atlanta have to get the best hand who will be able to rescue them from this. Because Atlanta got back to the league, and it's very unfortunate for them to go back again to the same division, for that they are here to win the match. So Kennedy Bokoye will now have all his stake. He has everything on his side to prove to his employers and prove to all his successors that yes, Atlanta and the formerly known Enyeama National are back to their old force.
Right, we'll take a look quickly at EPL matches. Also, of course, international break is over. EPL matches return. Of course, the pick of the pack clearly is Man City versus Liverpool, while Burnley will welcome West Ham. Luton Town will be at home to Crystal Palace as Chelsea travel to take on Newcastle. Nottingham Forest will welcome Brighton, while Sheffield United will be at home to Bournemouth. It will be a London derby between Brentford and Arsenal, while on Sunday, Spurs will welcome Aston Villa, while Everton take on Man United. Of course, the last match will be on Monday, where Fulham will welcome Wolves. But two games stand out here, Salifu: Man City, Liverpool, Newcastle, Chelsea.
Yes, apart from the standard match here, obviously Man City, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Newcastle, and at the same time there's also tricky ties. Everton United is always a tricky tie, in as much as you look at Everton, because they have those two teams have a long history. And at the same time, Brentford against Arsenal is another tricky tie. So Arsenal has to be very careful, in as much as you look on paper or based on the pedigree, you see that Arsenal can't easily beat against Brentford. Or sometimes it can't be, but Brentford have over the years trying to shock the big boys where they do there at the same time. So Ten Hag also has to be careful why he welcomed Everton to Old Trafford. But looking at the Man Cities and Liverpool is just not it's just a top of the class.
Exactly.
Top of the table class. Remember, if you got both Arsenal, Man City is topping the league, followed by Liverpool and Arsenal, all on the same point. So obviously for these two sides, for Arsenal fans will be celebrated. I hope that they should settle for a draw. If they settle for that, Arsenal that will give Arsenal an edge to climb
if they win again.
That's the word if. So, but I say Arsenal fans will definitely pray that let this none of the side win the match, so they can just play a draw, and if Arsenal won the match, it will favor them. But looking at Man City and but some all time big match coming from the international break is always you can't clearly predict how the result will go, because you don't know whose player and who is carrying injury come back, or it's also like even the coaches are finding it difficult to find cohesion, within the team. So and for Man City, I'm not sympathizing with Man City, because their striker, their talisman, Haaland is a major doubt for this match, but the injury is sustained while playing for Norway, and that automatically will cause them for qualifying for Europe 2004. So, and for Liverpool, you see how Mo Salah was firing from hospital playing for Egypt. So definitely, Mo Salah will definitely carry that spirit going back to Liverpool. So it's going to be an interesting tie for both Man City fans and Liverpool fans. For Chelsea and Newcastle, well, it's a tricky one for Chelsea, and it's also a tricky one for Newcastle. But for Newcastle, in recent time, have proved that they are forced to record. But to me, obviously, I will sympathize for Chelsea. Either if they get, I'm not surprised if Chelsea fail to pick any point from this part on this weekend.
First belief in La Liga, it will be Alaves, Granada, Atletico Madrid versus Mallorca, Cadiz versus Madrid, Getafe versus Almeria in that one. Well, Girona Athletic Club, Rayo Vallecano will take on Barcelona as Real Betis welcome Las Palmas. For Real Sociedad, will be at home to Sevilla. Valencia will hold Celta Vigo as Osasuna take on Villarreal. Quickly, because of time, let's go to some international matches. Of course, our main focus will be the Brazil, Argentina. Of course, these two sides have a illustrious, history together. Internal rivals when it comes to the game of football, in world football, and especially on the South American continent. And there was a serious incident in that match. Argentina had to travel to Brazil at the Maracana Stadium to take on, the five-time world champions. But while the national anthem was being sung, somehow crowd trouble started. According to reports, they said the Argentines were responsible for the crowd trouble because while the Brazilians were singing their national anthem, some Argentine fans were booing and all of that, and that infuriated some Brazilian fans. Like, how dare you come to do this in our country? And of course, the Brazilian police got involved, and it became a very, very terrible situation. In fact, the match had to be put on hold for 10 minutes. The likes of Lionel Messi, Marquinhos, the Brazilian captain, had to go to the dressing room, come back, and calm the situation down before the match continued. And at the end of the day, Argentina actually won that one through an Otamendi header. 1-0 it was.
Yeah, I think I sympathize with Brazil. Why I sympathize with Brazil? If it would have been better for them if they have won the match. Because
exactly.
After that fight again, and the men Argentina still won the match, it's like adding salt to the wound. Just like in your preamble. Obviously, the rivalry between these society in the round that game is a known factor. Everybody's quite aware of it. If you're looking at the rivalry, at the same time, if Argentina, sometimes football. We all know that football is a competitive game, and sometimes the opposing fans try to attack each other. But there's something I think FIFA need to come into this, that we should show respect to individual countries.
Exactly.
Because that is why even sometimes sometimes we go for some of the international matches to try to attend, when the national anthem of any country is sung, you shouldn't say no, it's not my national anthem, so exactly. I'm an system. No, you should give honor. If you want people to honor you, you should also honor honor other people. So if a national anthem of a particular country is sing, no matter how big is that country, no matter how minor is that country, give them that this is their national anthem. Give them that, respect that flag of that country, and give them due respect. It is unfair for a national team of a country to be sung and we are the only of the country.
Exactly.
It doesn't stand. This one is not in football, right? And I think FIFA need to come into this to allow this. This should not be. Whoever is found culpable, it should be used as a deterrent. To be tailored for this to serve as a deterrent for other and going forward. And talking about the rivalry between the Brazil, if you look at it, before Brazil used to have an upper hand against Brazil, this two countries has been over 100 times. With the Brazil captain still having a commanding lead in the match between the winning 44. Why?
6 draws.
Having 26 draws. But if you look at the recent meet between these two sides, in the last 4 matches, Argentina has win 3 and draw 1. So it means clearly in the last since 2015, if my record is not getting me wrong, Brazil have finally difficult to beat Argentina.
And their last Copa America win was on Brazilian soil.
On Brazil at the Maracanã Stadium. Their own famous stadium.
Exactly.
So Argentina came there and Messi was able to win his first major title on the Brazil soil in their famous Maracanã Stadium. And here they come again for a World Cup qualifier. They have never beat Argentina in the World Cup qualifier, but here they come again. And apart from even the crowd, even that there was also something that also happened on the pitch, but that one is not get away, not get because of the crowd, the noise didn't get the attention of the cameras. Even Rodrigo of Real Madrid was insulting the Argentina that people are cowards. So when he was telling that people are cowards, and Messi replied, "How will you call the world champion a coward?" That we are the world champion and we are calling a coward. We can't be coward as a world champion. And that is also talking about because of the crowd, because the focus of the camera is already on the crowd. So that one didn't get the attention of it. So, but what you are saying in essence that it is, to me, I was happy with Argentina that because they were able to pay them well with their own coins. Here we insulted us. There at the same time we give you and beat you at your home again and I tell you, this memory and this crisis will not stop here. It will be repeating the next match between these two sides.
And for Brazil, quickly before you go, not doing too well in qualifiers, have lost their last 3 matches. Right now, on the log, they are
I think the 6th on the log.
Well, the log they might have is 6 teams who qualify automatically. So you fancy Brazil to eventually get their acts together, but
yes, you fancy Brazil to eventually qualify, but at the same time, but if you are looking at it, okay, for instance, you out of the money, you have lost 3 straight matches, losing to Uruguay, losing to Colombia, and then losing to Argentina, and now you are 6. Argentina is topping the group with over 15 points after a possible 8 points, but they only lost their match to one to Uruguay. Okay, so losing with out of 18 points, have 15 points, and Brazil in the last 10 we have dropped, we have lost nine
points.
straight points.
Yeah.
So if you have lost 9 straight points, and looking at the overall, yes, unless something needs to be done, because it has affecting the psyche and the morale of the team. If you are losing 2 straight matches, the next match only God knows what will happen. But the good thing is that there's a long gap before the next qualifier in September.
Exactly.
Maybe before then, as they are planning, maybe before then, as a team might have left his job and went to Brazil. But they have to be another way, because somebody is also cautioning Ancelotti not to leave, except you are a mad person. That you don't leave where you are most loved in Madrid. So you want to go to Brazil.
All right, we'll see how all that pans out. With that, we call
But
it.
if you permit me, just with a minute, if you look at the African qualifiers, I don't know if you notice something. Something significant.
Of course, so many upsets.
So many upsets.
You can look, see. Yes, the other day we were discussing about a lowly Lesotho beating Nigeria. Then on the other side, a country like Comoros beating Ghana 2-0.
Comoros.
Same for Rwanda. Beating South Africa.
Comoros
also.
Comoros, Comoros has repeated back-to-back beat against, because if you remember at the last African Cup of
exactly.
They were responsible for knocking Ghana out of the competition. And here again they beat Ghana. Now, and for a group, surprisingly, Rwanda from nowhere is stopping the group that is housing Nigeria and South Africa. And Cote d'Ivoire have a very long scoring 9 goals against another player. And that clearly sheds some difference into the Nigeria camp. In the nations cup, we are in the same group. And our striker has struggled to score. But Cote d'Ivoire scoring 9 goals. You see, in 9 goals in a single match. That's a big worry.
Well, we hope the Super Eagles will be able to get their act together ahead of the AFCON. Well, we'll call it a day on this week's edition of Sports a bit extra. Not worried, next weekend we'll be back again with another exciting edition of the program. Salifu, thank you for being with me on today's edition of Sports Orbit Extra.
Thank you.
All right, until we come your way again next week, do have a wonderful weekend. My name is Afa Acho, and it's bye for now.